It's Leon Sigbe from the Nigerian Tribune. My question goes to my president. So how do you address the concern of many Nigerians, and indeed the world, that it's either that the Nigerian military are too afraid to tackle Boko Haram, or they don't even have the capability? Against the background that the money voted for military purposes have not been properly expended. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Of course, the rule was one question per president, but I have to answer it because you're from Nigeria and, of course, has to do with the military. There's a lot of misconception about issues of Boko Haram, the government and the military and resources. You know that when Boko Haram started bombing, started from Abuja. A military barracks, in fact, a leisure place in a military barracks was first bombed. The second was the United Nations building in Abuja. The police headquarters in Abuja was bombed. So if the security services in Nigeria were incompetent of dealing with Boko Haram, I don't think anybody would have been staying in Abuja now. There were bombings in Niger State, there were bombings in Kano State. So now that, the bombings have been limited, or the excesses have been limited to the fringes of the border between Borno State, Adamawa State, and Yobe State, and the Cameroon border, that means that they've been able to push up the Boko Haram to that level. So the feeling that the Nigerian Army have no competence of meeting the Boko Haram is not correct. Globally, all the presidents here can attest to the fact that the Nigerian soldiers have been involved in international peacekeeping, and they've been doing wonderfully well from the 60s till date. In Africa, Nigeria is one of the countries known for peacekeeping. If they are so inept, they wouldn't have been used. So that is not true. The issues of misuse of resources too, well, maybe administrative lapses in some cases, but I think it's been over-exaggerated. I hear such stories, but when you look into it, it's not quite right. Maybe some payments that to be made, delays are made by either banks and so on. People who are expecting these funds may not know that these are administrative issues. So it's actually blown out of proportion. But one basic thing is that because Nigeria, we never, after the Civil War, we never, maybe the country was not preparing for another civil war. So in terms of some strategic equipment, especially facing modern criminality, we are not there. And I said that the issue of terror and suicide bombing just started in Nigeria in about 2009. So we didn't have the architecture to deal with that. It's now that we are building the capacity. It's a different form of crime, a different form of criminality. And you must have trained people, which we are training people now, acquire relevant equipment that we are acquiring and we are receiving now. And I bet that as we progress, you will see that Nigerian military and intelligence services will cope with it. In fact, they are building capacity and increasing in competencies on a daily basis. So there's a lot of biases. We have challenges, no doubt about that, but definitely we'll overcome it. Thank you.
Par rapport à cette question,